Hey everyone, this is Rodney back at you. I'm coming out with another wealth building tip number three. I did one earlier today. You need to check that one out. It was about risk and reward. And now I'm doing wealth building tip number three, and that's going to be uh, content versus greedy. And if you checked out my previous videos, you kind of see where I'm leading. My thought process is to help people that are on the bubble of wanting to generate income or to build wealth and stuff like that. So I try to get people to have a certain mindset to be able to engage or to re-engage in wealth building principles. And I just like to share tips. And I always like to start off with just some things that I've read in a good book. Three things. One, it says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. It also says that house and wealth comes from the father. And lastly, it says children do not save for the parents, but the parents for the children. So that's the mindset that we're talking about when we're talking about a mindset. We're not talking about something for ourselves, and that's where we come with being content versus being greedy. Let me just read what greedy is. Greedy is selfish, self-seeking, and an arrogant assumption that others and things exist for one's own benefit. That's what greed is about, right? Content is being it's two words that it applies to. It says being pleased and satisfied to fulfill the desires, expectations, needs, or demands of a person. So things that I hear, and I said, meaning, I premise what I was saying because people be on the bubble and they say, well, I don't want to be greedy. I hear a lot, I hear that. I just don't want to be greedy. Uh, but I don't hear them saying that I'm not satisfied. But I do hear people say, if I ask them, do you want to make more money? They say yes. You see what I'm saying? That's like an oxymoron, because you're really not content until you meet the satisfaction things that you need to be satisfied. That's what's going to make you content. And we're talking about wealth building, right? If you got one, two, three part-time jobs and you're not able to do that because you're spending time on the job and you need those jobs to meet the bills and all that kind of stuff like that, you're not actually content. You're not pleased and satisfied, right? You're actually working to survive, right? Um, so my thing is to give you wealth building tips so that we can change our standards of life. And you have to have multiple streams of income. That's just it makes it easier and you're able to build wealth that way. If you just have a job, and a lot of people been working on a job for a long time now, are you financially wealthy off of that one income? Probably not. And it doesn't matter how lucrative that job is, you probably don't. When I'm talking about the wealth that I'm talking about, leaving, inheritance to your children's children, I'm not just talking about buying them a car, give them a down payment, and they're going about their way. I'm talking about leaving a legacy behind so that they will have a big head start. We're talking about generational wealth that we're talking about, but it has to start somewhere. And it's about the mindset. So when we look at this controversy that some have saying, well, I don't want to be greedy. And I know that's an easy way for some to say, I just don't want to stretch. I'm not, I'm okay where I am, but I work three jobs to make ends meet. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking them. What I'm saying is we have to have multiple streams of income to be able to do what we want to do. And if we don't have the millions and billions, and even the millionaires and billionaires come together to buy bigger things to make more billions, right? And the billionaires get together so they can become trillionaires. That's just how it works. So the people that have a little bit of money, we come together, pool our resources. I'm not talking about investing, but we gravitate to programs, we gravitate to opportunities out there that we can come together, gather in the masses and let our collective efforts help us bridge the gap of the money that we don't have to begin to make money so that we can accumulate wealth. And so the things that we need to look at, one building tip that I gave is you got to first of all be able to save money. When you are able to save money, then you can put that money aside to help you grow wealth. So I'm bringing this opportunity that provides a savings of everyday stuff that we buy, everything that we purchase, where we go out to eat, all that kind of stuff like that. If you're able to save on a daily basis, and sometimes we don't think like that, we should be trying to save every day. We just look at like Black Friday or something sale after something, or this little period of time where they say we got a sale going on 25%, or if you buy 3 tires, we give you one free. We look at those things, but to be able to have daily savings, it accumulates faster, and we'll be able to put those things aside. So, what if you can save on a daily basis, and plus by savings make money? That's twofold benefit, right? And so that's what I want to share with you. If you email me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the program and all that. You have to put a little meat into the game, and the meat is just to email me and ask me for the information. And so my email address is Rodney, RODNEY 4944 at gmail.com. And let me repeat that. It's Rodney 4944 at gmail.com. So the essence of what I'm saying is being content, and I already gave you the definitions, and being greedy. The essence of it is that you can't be content until you reach your financial goals. And that financial goal is to be able to help others. It's not just about yourself. Now, when you're just looking at, oh, I'm just getting it all for myself and I got more than enough and I want more and I just want more and I'm more and it's all for myself, then that falls into being greedy. But when you have more to do more, that's being productive with your wealth. That's not being greedy. I have enough for myself. I have enough for my children's children. I have enough to help my community. I have enough to share in any organization that I want to share in. Why? Because I am content. I am pleased and well satisfied where I am financially. And that's what it's about. It's about taking risks, and that's what the other segment was risk and reward. So I want us to kind of get beyond um, the stigma of, well, I just don't want to be greedy. Um, and we're so far from being greedy because we are one paycheck away from being broke. And we don't want to have that continuous mindset. We want to change our mindset so that we can start building generational wealth so that we can pass it on to our children the proper thought about money. We deal with money all of our life and we don't accumulate much of it at all. And so we need to break that mold. We need to begin to think how wealthy people think. And that's not outside the box, that's just a different group of people in how they think So it's not about them being greedy. Yes, there are greedy people that are wealthy, and there's greedy people that are not wealthy. They wouldn't, give you a sweater if you were freezing, and they had a thousand sweaters. That's just how they are, because they just struggle for what they little that they have, and they're gonna hold on to it. So it's time to get out of that mindset that we have. So I want to show you to give you an opportunity to work with me. Let's work collectively together to save and begin to create another source of income, and so that we can save and go to bigger and better things that are out there. Now, I gave you my background in wealth building tips. One, I am an entrepreneur. I own my own business. That's one source of income that I have. And I own the franchise, got rid of the franchise, but I still run the business, if that makes sense. So I have that income coming in. And also, I'm retired military. I'm retired from the government, another part of the government. So I have my that government pension coming in, two sources of government pension coming. I have my Social Security. So when I look at what I have, not bragging, not probably between me and my wife, we have more than what two working couples may have at their working stage right now. But I'm always about my children's children. I have a family business. My son worked with me. And so that's one of those things, providing for your child. Matter of fact, that both of my sons are working together in the family business. And so that allows me to pass on generational wealth, providing income for them. Um, but also, we have to have multiple streams of income. Why? Because the more that I have, the more that I can enjoy, but the more that I can give to my children and my grandchildren, if that makes sense. And then to my community, you must take care of yourself. You must take care of your household, right? You need income for that. You need to be able to set your children up and your grandchildren up in your community, but you need to be working and operating in the overflow. And you can't get that from your job. You can't get that from one source of income. So I want to help you think about multiple ways of generating income. And my thing may not be your thing, but it's a beginning to keep your eyes open and to learn and to know what to look for in something that you know that will work and won't work. And as I stated in other ones, you might be the person that tried multiple things and they haven't worked. Well, there's a lot of things that we have tried, but we continue to try again. We don't stop at one level, we continue. And that's where the greedy part comes in. What if a child say, well, all I want to do is go to high school, get my diploma, I'm done. That's great. But if they say, yep, I want to go on and go to college and get my 40-year degree, we applaud that. We don't say they're trying to be a greedy, educational greedy. And then they say, yep, I got my bachelor's degree. I want to go get my master's. I want to get my doctor. We applaud that because they want more. On our jobs, when we perform well, we want to be compensated for that. So we want the higher paying job. If it goes up to be a supervisor or get increase on our pay, we want those things. Those things are not being greedy. That's what we expect to do when we perform. So we should want to go up higher and higher, and don't call those things being greedy. Those are the things that we need to have so that we can be successful in life. We never call anybody being greedy when they want to get a degree. Amen. We never call nobody greedy when they want promotions on their jobs or anything like that. Anything that's enhancing life, we're never calling that greedy. Well, money is an enhancement of life. And if you use it properly, it's not uh, looked at as being greedy. It's about filling your pockets, providing for your family, your children's children, and your community. All those things are righteous things to do. I hope that you will email me. I can give you that information. And if you want to want me to call you, just leave your phone number and we can have a talk. But my let me leave you this in my email one more time. It's Rodney, RODNEY 4944 at gmail.com. I'm hoping that I'll be able to hear from you. I'm looking forward for those who reach out and we do some great things together. And even if we don't, just to be able to dialogue and be able to meet someone new. So until the next time, until I put out another video, this is Wealth Building Tips number 3.